So the older I get, I have come to realize there is no manual on how we can live our lives. So you'll find tomorrow you may be expecting something and everything changes. Anything can change, a situation can change anytime. What you never expected ends up happening. So there is no manual in this life that you can say, tomorrow I'm going to have this job, then from nowhere that job is like you lose that job, or a business, or you can never know what happens in life. So most times we end up living a life according to how it comes. You just let the will of God take over. Then I also realized, one of the things I realized the older I get, keeping my expectations very low. Every time I over expect, or every time we over expect, we get disappointed. Very, very disappointed. So keeping your expectations low is also very good, and it lowers your too much hope and disappointment, and just let things happen. Of course, we all have dreams and expect at a certain level, but it has not to be so high. I don't know if anyone has ever, like, you know something is going to happen and then you over expect it, and then you end up like being disappointed like it doesn't happen. So those are the expectations I'm talking about. I've also realized that the older I get, people do not care of everything you do. That is something that is locked up in our minds. Everyone has issues, people have problems. So if you limit yourself in doing anything, imagining what will people say, what will so and so say, people don't care. People are also trying to see how to make ends meet. So people can pay attention to you for a short while, maybe after identifying maybe the issue you are doing, and then they go back to what they do. So you can always focus on yourself, how to see how you want to live your life, because no one is watching you. Just live your life, because other people are also busy living their own lives. Another thing I learned as I am growing older, situations can change anytime. You can be very happy today, tomorrow you have bad news. You can make very beautiful plans today, tomorrow you are normal. Situations can change. Actually, we realize with time, we live here because God lets us. We can never beat the plan of God completely. We can only create plans and then try to always ask God to guide us through, because His plans are better than ours, and we never know what is going to happen in the future. So situations can change. And then as I get older, I have learned, when you have a purpose in your life, you end up finding a beautiful meaning, beauty in the meaning of life. You remain focused because you have a purpose, you have a reason to do something. But when you don't have a purpose, like you don't create purpose for your life, you realize that you are always chasing fantasies to fulfill your own desires and end up getting disappointed and off the way, like you are everywhere and you never find peace and happiness. So when you have a purpose and you always appreciate what you have and what is around you, you find peace and happiness in every small thing. But the more you overcrave beyond, you'll find you'll end up losing what you could have even had, maybe being better. You could have, there is no proper direction of your life because you are everywhere and your life seems not to have a strong, meaningful life reason that you are maybe doing some things. And then another thing I have learned, we are the ones responsible for our well-being. That's on that point, I am meaning your own emotions. No one can help you regulate your own emotions. No one can help you regulate your nervous system. It is you to control what should trigger you, what should stress you, you are responsible for your own well-being. You are responsible. And if you don't take care of yourself, not even your child, not even they will help, support, guide, and what, but all in all, you are the driver of your own life. That is your car. If you take care of yourself, you'll find so many things. You can do a lot of things. But if you let so many things control you, like your emotions, your stress, you also end up finding that you have diseases, you're not happy, and things like stress pull us down a lot and our brains don't function. When your mind is always stressed, you end up living on a survival mode. Those are some of the things I've learned the older I get, and I'll be coming back with part 2 of lessons I have learned as I grow older.